Now that the car got primed, it looks much better because all the spots from Bondo and from old paint and old primer are missing, but for how long? Apparently not very long, because now I have to sand the primer, and if there are low spots they have to be filled up with Bondo again. And when everything is smooth and nice and not wavy and there are no highs and lows, then it's gonna be primed again, at least the spots that we worked on. And this is what I'm doing now. I started sanding the door, and of course right away we started seeing low spots that needed to be filled up. After the door, I moved to the trunk lid, and here I'm trying to give you a close-up of the primer so you can see how it is drainy when it is sprayed, and that's why it needs to be sanded with 400 sandpaper at least, if not 600. Otherwise I'm gonna get the very nice effect known as orange peel. When it was time for the body to be sanded, Carlos took the palm sander and started working on all the body panels, and I continued by hand on all the small parts and areas where the sander couldn't reach. And we kept going like that for almost 5 or 6 hours. I can't believe there is so much sanding and bodywork involved in a simple paint job. I was hoping that I was gonna be able to show you in this video how we paint the car, but unfortunately I couldn't be ready and we had to postpone the paint date by 2 weeks, so that's gonna be in the near future. After we were done sanding the body and all the panels, Carlos went around the car and applied some Bondo again in the low spots, and there we go again. The car again looks as if it was part of a paintball game, just in a different color range. This time it is not red, brown, white, it is more like 50 shades of grey. And believe it or not, after all these months of body work, there are still 2 parts of the body that are still not touched, and these are the windshield frame and front valance, which Carlos is now starting to work on. The front valance was totally distorted, and the 2 ends were patched in the same way as the rest of the car, which means really bad. Somebody just took pieces of sheet metal and covered the rust, bent the ends in absolutely no shape, and it was really bad. So car was just managed to deal with the areas that were distorted, and then for the lip I had to cut the patch on top of the original metal and weld new pieces and create a lip and a base for Carlos to put some fiberglass after, because it was really impossible to do it only with metal. First I removed the paint and Bondo. And then to bring back the lip I had to cut, as I said, the sheet metal that was covering the rusty area and weld another strip, but horizontally, so it allows Carlos to rebuild the lip with fiberglass. I cut it also on the other side because it was exactly the same for both sides. And then I welded the new pieces on both sides. Again, my goal wasn't to make it extremely straight and perfect. I just wanted to have metal there so Carlos can build fiberglass on top. And then I fitted it just to make sure that I'm going on the right way. Of course, I have to work on the gap. I have to build a little bit here and there, but it is much better than what it was before. And the last part was the windshield frame, but it was the only part that didn't require any bondo and bodywork. I just needed to strip the old paint with sandpaper and put it in place together with the front valance so they can be primed when we prime the patches that we did. And this is what the car looks like now. There are still some little spots to be done with bondo, but it's more or less complete and ready for primer. So it's a little bit short video today, not because we didn't work a lot on the car. We did work a lot, but it was a lot of sanding and sanding and sanding, and I guess it is boring for you, so I'm just gonna cut it here and I'll see you next time. Bye!